Welcome back everybody to another episode, and today I'm going to be showing you how to download and use the basics of Davinci Resolve 18. Now what you're going to want to do first is go over to any search engine that you prefer to use, whether it be Google, Bing, Safari, whatever. You just search Davinci Resolve 18 and you click on one that says Blackmagic Design, whichever one that be. I just prefer to go straight to the website. Once you're here, you scroll down and you click free download now. I prefer just to download Davinci Resolve 18, not Studio yet. You click whichever device you want. You put in your name, email, phone. It won't ask for a credit card, debit card, or anything like that. It just wants to send you information. If you want to read more on that, there's a privacy policy right here. You just click register and download. It'll pop up in the bottom left. You can click open when done. Well, in the meantime, while mine's downloading, I will mention like 3 things. First thing, you do not need a second monitor or anything, as shown in this picture. You don't need any MIDI devices, basically like external devices that make it a little bit easier for sound and things like that. All you need is a device that can handle Davinci Resolve, like a laptop or a computer. Anything works. It's just a free editing software. And I'll see you when this is done downloading. Hello everybody, I'm back, and I could not get 18 to work, but luckily I still have Davinci Resolve 17, pretty much the same thing. 18's a little bit more updated pretty much. Now this is basically like your projects tab, okay? Right here is basically the recent project, and then it shows you all your others. Now you can click down in the bottom right, new project. You can name it whatever you want. Okay, I got a Minecraft episode being posted on the 26th, which is tomorrow as of today, but for you that's like a week ago. Okay, it's Minecraft episode 1. Okay, once you create the file, it'll bring you to this sort of page. You can go over here if you want. This is basically like your like media pool area. It's where you have all your like little clips. Okay, say you want clips. You've got your clips. You go over to captures or whatever you use in order to grab a video or something that you want. Okay? Now since this is here, you grab your video and you drag it into the media pool. Okay? Click change frame rate and it'll drop in that first part or whichever video you just pulled in. Okay, it'll pop up right here. After dragging it in, you can go over to here, which is basically like your little clipping and everything area. This is just easier for organizing. You can start here and just drag the files all the way over here. But as you see, I have episode 1 part 1 MP4. You're going to want to drag this over here. You can drag it right here or over here. Either way works. It'll pop up. After dragging it in, it'll create a timeline. Okay. Once it creates the timeline, you've got this like whole video right here. And it looks really good. You can see the little audio down below the video. And if you play it, it should work just fine. Mine's not exactly working the greatest right now, but that's for other things. Okay, if you have more than one video file that you want to add to this, you can go back over to your files and add the second part. Okay. However, you'll see that it won't pop up in the bottom space. You got to drag this one also down here, and it'll pop up. You've got your like whole clip right here. All working really well. Sometimes it may not pop up. If that happens, you can just restart the program. But here's the basic programming. The little trim button is right here. It's right next to the little ZZ clipping thing. Basically, it's like the boring meter. But this is the clip. You basically put wherever you want to trim this, and then you click the scissors button and it'll trim it. There it goes. whole video just loaded. You can play it. Sometimes, depending on if your system runs well or not, it'll take a little longer depending on how you have it set up. Basically, the performance of your computer / laptop. Doesn't always sound very good, but that's just my audio. After the first few seconds, my thing... Sorry, this wasn't Davinci Resolve's fault. This is Edition. Because, as you see, I've got a little bit of lag because my laptop was not meant to handle such program, but it works. I can still edit everything perfectly fine. As you see, every little bit of sound, every little clip, I've got right there. So I've got an intro that I wanted to add. I drag it in over here, right next to timeline, and then I drag it in toward the beginning, and it'll pop up just fine. Okay? Now, after you've dragged those over, and you trimmed it however you want, you can go over to the edit page. Now, if you don't want your audio to be so loud, you can go over here and like drag that open, and you'll see this little like line. You can make that louder or smaller. That's like your decimal thing. And you can click Control-Z to undo anything you wanted to do. Okay, basic clips. Say you want a specific transition. Okay, find your cut. Okay. You're gonna want to put your cursor in between both of the clips. Not on the audio port, but the clip itself. You click there, and I'm pretty sure you can left click. Then you can add a cross dissolve, or you can go over to, I think it's, where is it? I'm pretty sure it's like effects, yeah. And then you can add a video transition to different video transitions. It can be like a cross, iris, it can be a diamond, it can be triangles, it can be like a barn door, a push, a slide, a split, a box, a heart, a star. It can be anything you want to transfer it. It can be like a blur, a dissolve. It can be anything. It can be even just a small smooth cut. You've also got audio transitions for the audio portion. And then you've got like text that you can add in the left, middle, right, anywhere you want. You've also got little backgrounds you can have. I can't exactly show you everything right now. I'm just doing a quick basic skim over everything. Okay, after you've done however many edits you want, there's also something called the Fusion page, which is next, which basically shows you your media and then all the way to the end. Now this is harder to do just because it's like a whole clip. If you were cutting it into smaller clips, you can add like a zoom. I'm pretty sure it's like, I can't exactly remember, but there's like a shift click or something that you do, and you can add like transitions or like zooms, or you can add like a, I can't believe I forgot what it's called. It's a tracker. It allows you to track a specific thing, zoom in, have your like camera follow it. Say I'm playing Minecraft, then I want the camera to follow this one player's name tag for some random reason. That's how I would do it. I would do it through the tracker. You guys will have to search that up later. You have like little effects and everything. This is basically like your entire clip that you wish to edit or fuse anything with. You can add basically everything. It uses keyframes. You can add different clips in between those. And then you got the next tab, which is the color tab. You can change the color for specific clips. Say you want it to be a lot more like red. You would go over to like red and you basically lower everything else. It's kind of harder to do this. I've got it set up differently. Got these. This is basically HDR. helps you like with your color. You can see this little dot right here. You can drag it different ways and make the entire screen change to a different color. Don't like how it's set up. Okay? And this is like your little keyframe area. There's a little move thing here. You can move along. Okay? Now once you're done there, you can go over to your audio, which you can like fully adjust entirely, pitch, and everything. I don't normally mess with the audio portion too much, or the color portion too much, unless there's like a specific clip I want to turn red or tilt, or make it loud for some reason. You can go over here to make it loud in one spot, or you can change it right here by this little bar that you see normally right about here. And then when you're done with that, you can choose basically a longer export, and you can choose whichever like format or whichever anything you want it to be, or you can make it custom. Basically your resolution, everything, your frame rate, formats, everything. This is if you want it to be like much more smooth, not have any issues, period. You'll have to like, I'll have to show you guys how to move everything over here and then have it render everything and then like export it. But if you're just going for smaller clips and you're just starting out, I recommend going over to cut, and there's like a little quick export button you can click in the top right. Once you're done with editing, volume, fusion, color, audio, all that you need done, you can click the quick export button, and it'll take maybe like 10-15ish minutes. If it takes 5 seconds, you need to go over something and might want to search the issue that you're having on what it says when you try to open the video file back up. Okay? When you're done, it'll ask if you want to save this project. Always save it until you upload the full video. Once you've uploaded your full video or anything that you wanted to upload or edit, make sure that it doesn't have any bugs or glitches when exporting or anything, and make sure you watch the full video through so that there isn't any issues going on with the video when you upload it, because you don't want a video that's not going to look very good out there doing absolutely nothing. Not very many people are going to watch a video that just looks or sounds terrible. Okay, but once you do everything, quick export, easiest way to do it. Check the video, watch the full video through, and go over to whatever you want to upload it to, whether that be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything. Or whether you just want to put it on your Gmail or something and send it to a friend. It doesn't really matter. You can just quick export, gives you the full file. If it takes too short, there's an issue. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself a little bit too much. But after you've basically done all this, it's a small edit program. You're going to have to search on YouTube a few tutorials on different things, like where exactly you're supposed to put everything. If the audio's having issues, what to do to fix it. But this is basically one of the easiest editing programs I've ever used. Well, not the easiest to learn, but it's the easiest to use for me. You got everything you ever really needed. When you're done, you can just export, close the program, you're all good. But that's my basic tutorial on how to use Davinci Resolve. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!